Showspring. It runs a YouTube channel end to end. The tool makes characters, so instead of me narrating a demo of a tool that makes characters, I'm letting one of them do it. He's going to ask me questions, I'll answer, and we'll walk you through it. Rusty, you ready?
Yeah, Mark, I'm ready. Sorry, Jens. I keep forgetting. In my house, you're Mark. On the camera, you're Jens. I'm told that's a thing in your industry. Hi, everyone. I'm Rusty. I host a show called the Doodle Cast. Mark over here, Jens, sorry, built the system you're about to look at to make my show. Which means we're about to watch the system that made me. Narrate the system that made me. Live. I'm a professional, though, so let's go. That's the show. 8 portraits, each one a row in the database. Same wardrobe, every script. Same voice, every script. Same dry tone, every script. Which is why I sound exactly like this every Tuesday on the Doodle Cast. And also right now. Welcome to the source, basically. First thing on screen, the agent diagram. 6 workflows in chain, 7 approval gates. Jens, real question, since I have you on the record, why 6 agents and not one big model that just does the whole show?
Yeah, one big model loses fidelity over a 17-minute script. Each agent has its own context, its own model, its own job. The writer doesn't need to know about audio rendering. The audio engineer doesn't need to know about thumbnails. And approval gates give me the chance to redirect it every handoff. 6 narrow agents beat 1 broad one. Every time.
Right. AI generates the menu, you pick the meal. I've heard that one before. Roughly 40 times. The line is canon at this point. Okay, here's the part I find genuinely interesting. Ideation runs as a dual pitch tournament. 2 writer models, Gemini and Claude, pitch in parallel. 8 pitches per round, 4 themes seeded from analytics and recent canon. Then a different pair, Claude and Grok, judge the pitches against each other. Why 2 writers and 2 judges? Feels like overkill.
Single model output converges on its own bias. 2 writers, Gemini and Claude, surface different kind of ideas. But if the same model judged its own writers, the bias would just shift to the judge. So Claude and Grok judge instead. Different pair. 4 model biases in 1 round means no single model gets to decide which idea I see.
So 4 model biases on a single decision. That's the kind of pitch a single model wouldn't write on its own. And it's why the next episode I narrate is going to surprise me, too. This is the show Bible, the thing the next script reads before writing a word. Question: how does this stay up to date? We've shipped a lot of episodes.
After every episode publishes, a post-publish agent reads the new script and the rendered video and proposes changes to the bio. New characters, new locations, running jokes that emerged. I review, accept, or reject. The next episode's script reads the full Bible before generating.
Which is why my fedora-wearing co-host has not, over the past year, suddenly acquired a hat collection. The Bible says one fedora. The Bible is the Bible. This is Tale of Chaos, the script Jens is iterating on right now. 7 versions deep, the most iterated draft in the system. When a reviewer leaves a comment, what happens between that comment and the next version of the script?
Reviewers comment per clip via tokenized URLs, no logging. The rewrite agent reads every comment and decides which to honor. Then it produces a new version. 2 LLM calls, one returns a structured JSON edit of what changed in mine. The second writes the narrative summary. I approve the version. Nothing ships without my sign-off.
So every comment becomes a word-level diff with rationale, canon risk flagged. Then you approve, or send it back. By you, I mean Mark. Sorry, Jens. I'm going to do this every time. I'm not sorry. Each character carries a full canon record. When a rewrite proposes a new character, the system makes it commit. Real historical figure or fictional. The badge gets consciously approved before the character can ever say a word. which is how a script can mention Lincoln without also inventing a senator named Cornelius Buford. Yes, that happened. No, Cornelius is not in the Bible. We checked. Script breaks into shots, drag reorder, split long beats, merge microcuts, one card per clip. Scene description, characters, location. That's the brief for the image and video agents. Speaking of which, editor view, per shot model selection. Jens, why is VO the default? The dropdown has WAN, LTX, Higgs field. Some of them run on your local 5090. Doesn't local save you money?
VO is the workhorse. The quality lives there. Most episodes run end-to-end on it. Field is the secondary route. It gives me access to their full video model set, sound idea, lip sync, voice change, the whole catalog when the clip needs something VO can do. WAN and LTX are local fallbacks on the 5090. There's a real quality gap, so they're opt-in. I only reach for them when a production has to stay off cloud.
So VO's the workhorse. Every regenerate is a snapshot. Take swap in seconds. Reference images travel with every prompt. Character sheets, locations, style refs. Which is why I look the same in every episode. Same aviators, same pencil. The cast stays the cast across 40 clips. The cast being me, Oreo, the pack, and the recurring guests. We have a brand to maintain. Audio mix, voice on top, music bed sidechain ducks underneath. Okay, I have heard you say the hatch is open for like 6 months. What does that actually mean?
It means the timeline lifts cleanly into a pro nonlinear editor. The mix isn't fake. VLFF MPEG sidechain compressor and music ducks when dialogue hits, recovers when it doesn't. Per clip fades, master loud norm to broadcast spec. And the envelope writes the export. Final Cut Pro 7 XML, OTIO, DaVinci Resolve. An editor can take over from where the pipeline left off without remixing a thing.
So when a human editor wants the last word, the timeline drops straight into Resolve and the ducking is already there. No remixing. The hatch is open. Round trip closes the loop. I now know what that means. You're welcome. Same crew, no video lane. Script and voice agents shared. The outputs an MP3. Long-form audio drops straight to Spotify and Apple. I'm in this one too. Of course I am. Oreo also. We have a contract. Templates for shorts. Judge Molly. The Pack Tour. Authored once. The Canon record carries lighting, wardrobe, lower thirds, voice rules. The shorts pipeline reads it before every batch, which is why Judge Molly is always on the walnut bench, always in the wig, always in the black robe. She has been trying to wear a red coat to court for 9 months. The Bible says no. The Bible wins. Native 9:16. 8-second segments. Start images batch first. Same characters, same lighting, same visual rules every time. Then, 8 seconds of video each. Compact, efficient. Jens, likes efficient. Real numbers. Retention curves per clip. Click-through by thumbnail. Audience cohort by topic. What actually feeds the next pitch tournament? Like, mechanically?
The agent reads it directly. Retention curves per clip, click-through by thumbnails, audience cohort. No weekly report, no human translation step. Combined with reviewer feedback, that's the input to the next pitch tournament, the same data and the same loop.
So no spreadsheet. No weekly export. The agent reads what worked last episode and pitches from there. Which means, if you didn't like an episode, that's already information. The next pitch is partly your fault. I love that. This is where the loop closes. The strategy panel reads the analytics and the Bible and proposes the next episode's pitch tournament. The same 8 themes Jens scored at the start regenerated from what actually performed. Not a one-shot, a loop. Which is also how I keep getting episodes. So personally, I'm a fan. 130,000 lines of code, 1,500 commits, The full walkthrough video lives on the same channel if you want to go deeper. Architecture, agent contracts, every step end to end. I'm Rusty. Thanks for letting me narrate the system that made me. That was a first. The Doodle Cast, every Tuesday. Mark, Fine, Jens. See you in the next episode.
Thank you, Rusty. Great work. And yes, you can reach me. And thank you, everyone, for taking the time.
So that's how we get made. Real charming, real engineering. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a hydrant to interview. Subscribe.